What's the worst thing you heard since being a rapper?
I said I sold my soul. I sacrificed my mama.
I know they ain't say all that.
That ain't the one. Don't play with Isola. I got this tatted right here. You see her, you see this, you see me, you see her. Don't play with Isola. I never sell my soul, much less sacrifice my mama. But it got to a point where I had a gun in my lap, and I'm like, bro, I could just end this shit here, cause like.
That's crazy, bro. You really got a story, huh?
Man, everybody got a story, you know. But this side here, I can't make this shit up.
What's good, y'all? This your girl JayP Films, hottest camera girl. Stop playing with me. I told y'all once, I told y'all twice, and I don't mind telling y'all 3 times. I'm the hottest camera girl, and I only keep the hottest people with me. Can't y'all see? What's good?
Yeah, man.
So, for the people that don't know who you are you?
NFL Reke.
If you could describe yourself in 1 sentence, what would you say?
I don't stop.
Hype.
I don't stop.
They know that though.
Yeah, they know that. They don't want to know it, but they know. They see it.
Facts.
They see it.
So, where are you from?
I'm from Cutoff, Louisiana. A lot of people don't be knowing where that's at. I get it all the time, like, where the fuck Cutoff at? You know what I'm saying? Cutoff is all the way down south, like, you know, Raceland. You know, then they got a couple more, then Cutoff right there. I went to Salafouche. You know, it's small town.
For sure that. So how was it like growing up in Cutoff, a small city like that? What the hell?
I mean, you know, it's pretty regular. You know, everything was cool, you know. I ain't really like it too much, you know. It's just a lot of hate shit going on, especially down there. They don't be, you know, I used to kind of rap when I was younger with my older cousin, and I had made a song, and I was on the bus playing basketball, and the whole team used to have a big ass speaker and put it on the back of the bus and play the song out loud, and everybody would just laugh. They even had the coaches just laughing.
Wait, they was laughing at your song?
Man, they was laughing. They were joking bad.
Come
they
on.
even had the coaches laughing with them, like they all looking at me laughing, and I'm in the seat like this.
Oh.
Man, I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
No way.
I was hurt.
No way, that's a real story,
I swear to God, I wish I was making it up. That shit really happened.
And now you really rapping for real, like.
That's why I be watching a lot of stuff. You know, I never say nothing because I already know the type of dude, the type of person I am. I'm gonna keep going, you know, and just keep going. You see what happens.
So what's the lesson or advice you would take from that?
Don't take it as hate. Take it as a lesson. Take it as you want to prove them wrong. Just, you know, take it like that. I don't really look at it as hate. I look at it as, you just know I could do it, so you trying to push me to do it. And once I look at it like that, because that hate be draining energy, and I don't like draining energy. It's too much energy, you know, draining from it. So just keep going.
For sure. Where does the NFL come from?
My partner Phil, I ain't lying. So, you know, they got, you know, stuff like that. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I got out of school one day. This is like 2016, 2017. And I got out of school, and he was rapping, I wasn't rapping. I just started rapping for like a couple years ago. Where he always was, you know, rapping and stuff. And he was like, man, I got a name for our crew. And he was like, NFL, never fucking lose. And I said, ooh, that NFL is hard, yeah. I said, never fucking lose, you know. That kind of, you know, I like the NFL, but we got to find something different for NFL, not never fucking lose. And I sat on it for like a day or two, and I don't know what the fuck that shit have snapped in me. And I called Phil, and I'm like, Phil, never forget loyalty.
Damn.
He said, huh? I said, NFL, nigga, never forget loyalty. He said, ooh, bitch, that's it. That's it. Started screaming through the phone. I'm like, yeah, nigga, never fucking lose, but we NFL, never forget loyalty.
So how did Tune get associated with NFL?
I ain't gonna lie. I was cutting hair at the barbershop. I got NFL tatted on me. Been having this shit tatted on me since I was 18.
Facts.
And I came in the barbershop. He used to come get his hair cut over there. He never once said nothing about that he rap. He never once said nothing that he rap. And one day, him, Jizzy, they all came in the shop, got a haircut. And he's like, say, Reke, look at the song I just posted. And it was that City Rolling. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, Tune, this is not you, bro. He's like, boy, I swear to God on my mama, that's me. I'm like, man, that's young boy. That's not you, bro. He's like, brother, I swear to God, Jizzy, tell him. Ziggy, tell him. I'm like, I don't care what none of y'all see. That is young boy. That's YB right there. Sure enough, it was Tune. And when I seen he had NFL, everybody at the barbershop know me. They know I've been NFL since 2 years before Tune even came into the shop. Tune came out of nowhere. I didn't even know where he was from. He just came in the barbershop one day, got a cut, and just kept coming. Damn. So I never even knew. And I'm like, NFL, I don't know what that means. And he was like, never forget loyalty. And I'm looking at him. Oh. I'm looking at Jay. I'm looking at everybody at the barbershop, and they looking at me. And they was like, oh, there's only one NFL, and that's Reke. And Tune was like, boy, you not NFL. Lifted up my shirt. And I said, who? That boy said, boy, you is NFL. And shout out D-Fat, you hear me? Shout out Free Man Casino. He'll tell you himself, man, Reke started NFL. No disrespect to Tune, I fuck with you, brother, but we started this shit. We NFL, we the real NFL, you hear me? And crazy. Tune just took off with it. But I was fucking with Tune so tough that, you know, of course he took me with him, you know, for the time being. So we was just NFL. We was just, you know, we just both, all right, we both NFL. What's up? But I wasn't rapping, I was cutting hair. And that's how that went.
Where you live at?
Currently, I live in Nevada. I live in Nevada, Reno, Nevada.
Cause everybody want to know that you be everywhere.
Yeah, I be everywhere, but where I reside at is Reno, Nevada. That's where I live. That's where I got an apartment at. Everywhere else, I just B&B, hotels, but that's actually where I stay at now.
Okay, so how you like it out there compared to
Louisiana? I love it out there. The West Coast different. It's a different vibe from the South. I feel like Louisiana as a whole got a black cloud over it. I can't be out here longer than a week or I just get aggravated and be ready to go. And nothing can even happen. I could literally just be here and then after a week, I just be like, bro, why am I still here? Like, bring me back home. You know what I'm saying? So I call that my peace. It's my peace state. I just be, cause when I'm out there, you know, I really be inside. I don't really go out too much no more. I mean, I still go out, but it gotta benefit me in some type of way. Like, it gotta have another rapper or somebody over there that I'm trying to network with. Yeah. Even if I don't get to, I know it's still a chance that I could if I go. Then if I don't, and stay at home, you know. So of course I still go out for that reason being, but other than that, I'd rather just stay at home.
For sure. So are you signed?
I'm not signed. I had a manager. We went our separate ways, but he was helping me a lot through when he moved. He actually moved me to Nevada. He had a house in Cali and a house in Nevada. He moved me to Nevada so we could get right. And I think this past July we kind of just fell out. So I'm currently doing everything on my own.
How's that?
It's tougher. It's harder. It costs a lot. It costs a lot. But thank God I got the motion I do, and I'm blessed to have it. So it's hard, but it's easy at the same time. It's just a lot of work, but it's nothing I can't handle.
So what's one thing that you feel like that having a manager was great for?
He was setting up everything for me. He was, you know, he was paying for a lot of the stuff. You know what I'm saying? He was putting money in my pocket also while still paying for everything I had. So I'm still making money, and he's paying for all these features and videos and shows that I'm doing, tours. He's paying for everything, and all I'm doing is just, you know, creating the music and go and do it. That's what the biggest thing. That's what I miss about having a manager, to be honest.
I mean, I bet it's easier to do what you do best, like.
It is, but by now, like, this is really nothing. It's really nothing. It's like second nature now. Like, I know it needs to be done. I know how it needs to happen. It don't just happen overnight. It could happen overnight, but you know, all it takes is one song. But if you're taking the steps that I'm taking, there's no way you could lose.
You started off cutting hair. What was it like transitioning from being a barber to
cut hair? So when I was younger, my cousin Rooster, he used to cut everybody's hair in the family. I never got a real haircut until 10th grade for homecoming. My mom used to cut my hair with like scissors, just no line, no nothing, just straight, you know, little bob, little fro. So my cousin wound up going to jail when I was in high school. I think I was like a freshman or sophomore. And my little brother hair was hit. We all was hit. And I feel like I was the only one that really could maybe do it. So we had his clippers at my mama's house. And I just charred my little brother hair, and it didn't come out bad. It didn't come out great, but it didn't come out bad. Like, I was like, this shit really not that hard. And if I practice, I could get better. So I just kept going, kept doing, cutting my partner's hair. And I know I didn't want to go to college unless I had a scholarship for football or something, but
for sure,
it didn't work out that way. So after I graduated, I just started, really for like a year or two, I was bumming. I ain't gonna lie, I was bumming after high school. I was just didn't give a fuck. Here, my mom was trying to pay for everything, but something snapped in me, and I'm like, bro, I need to do something because it was aggravating me being broke. So I started working at the mall. I started working at Sonic.
Damn.
I was working a lot of places. I worked on a boat. You hear me? I did a lot, but I was still cutting hair on the side, you know. And then shout out Kelvin. You hear me? 24K Kel. He came find me at my job in the mall because he was working at Champs. And he was like, you still cut hair? And I'm like, yeah, you know, on the side. He was like, why you don't do it full time? I said, I ain't got no barber license. I can't just go in the shop. He was like, yeah, it's something called apprenticeship. So if you do apprenticeship, you could do it. And I'm like, I mean, if you could hook it up, I'll quit right now. You hear me? I'll go cut full time in the shop right now. And sure enough, he put the word in, the boss man Jay. You hear me? Shout out boss man Jay. Shout out Bless Barbershop. You hear me? Shit, he set it up. I went eat lunch with him. You know, he told me all the things. The very next day, he put me in the shop. I quit my jobs, and I was cutting. You know, from there on out, and I was cutting Phil. And every time I cut Phil, he would just start rapping, just rapping and rapping. So I told Phil, I'm like, shit, yeah, I'll try it. I made one song called Insane. It did alright. It wasn't all that. It was cool. I shot the video, everything. It was cool. Did that, and I'm like, nah, I'm gonna just stick with barbering. So then I started barbering, and then my mom had passed away. She caught COVID. She passed away. You know, I was just in deep depression. Music was always, you know, in her heart. She sang for the church and shit like that. You know, yeah, she passed away, and I was just, you know, it got to a point where I had a gun in my lap. I parked outside my house, and I just had a gun in my lap, and I was just like what, you know, my daddy died when I was young. I never knew my daddy. You know, it's just, you know, it's pretty much, I ain't got no family. You know, after my mama passed away, my family started acting strange, you know, and I wouldn't get invited to no Christmas. I wouldn't, you know, every now and then they'd hit me back. Shout out Nanny Jordan, she the only one that really checking up on me to make sure my head in the right place, you know, through all the raps. She not even worried about the rap. She worried about where my mindset, where my head at. But it got to a point where I had a gun in my lap, and I'm like, bro, I could just end this shit here, because, like, I never lost nobody like that, you know? And while I had the gun in my lap, I went on YouTube and just looking up beats, and I wrote a song, and somehow it just lifted me up. I put the gun in my side on my car, and I hit up Dolo. Shout out Dolo. I'm like, bro, I gotta record something, you know? I got a lot of shit on my mind, you know, suicidal thoughts. Like, bro, man, come in, bro, come in. You know, open arms, let me in the studio. I never dropped the song. Picture that.
Come on.
I never dropped the song, but that's what got me into, you know, taking it serious, because I really didn't do it to get this far. I did it just because it helped me. It built me up, and like to take my mind off of the depression of not having moms around. And I really just wanted to do something, you know, put our family name on the map, you know what I'm saying? I really just wanted to make a name for me and my family, and hopefully be able to take care of my whole family, and, you know, nobody have to hurt again. So that's how I really started like taking this shit serious and rapping.
So how old were you when your mom had died?
I was 22, 23.
Come on.
I think I was 23. I was 23 when she died.
Where were you in life at that age?
I was just a barber. I was cutting at the barber shop. I was just, you know, just cutting at the shop. It's crazy. I was actually, my lease was coming up in July. She died in August. My lease was coming up in July. So a week before my lease was up is when she passed. But I had just paid somebody to go remodel my room at her house, because I ain't been living there. You know, I've been living on my own, and she actually wanted me to come back live with her. She said it'll be easy on the bills for me. She really just wanted me to come live over there. She missed me. You know, I missed her too, of course. So I'm like, all right, bet, let's do it. So I hired somebody to go remodel my whole room, because I didn't like how it looked, and I wanted to be more comfortable me living back over there. She got the room done. I was ready to move in. She told me she was sick. She wanted me to wait for her to get better so I could move back in. I still haven't seen the room, so she said she couldn't get out of bed. So I'm like, all right, whenever you feel better, go take a video of the room from me. So, the next day she felt a little better. She would take a video of the room. She sent it to me. And like the next day she just couldn't shake it. So she got the pastor to our church wife. She got her to go pick her up because she couldn't drive. Brought her to the hospital. They diagnosed her with COVID. She went back home. We thought she had cancer before. She had cancer when I was young. I was like 9 or 10. She shook it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she a survivor. She had surgery. She, never came back. So I'm like, oh yeah, she good. It's just COVID. I had COVID. She could shake it. She's strong. Yeah. So I woke up like the next a couple of days. I woke up and I had like 6, 7 missed calls. It was from the pastor's wife. So I'm like, man, what's going on? And she, I called her when I woke up, and she told me my mom woke up and she couldn't breathe. So she just brought her to the hospital. So she went to New Orleans, and she needed some stuff. So I went to the house, grabbed the stuff. And that was actually one of the last times I got to see her while she was alive. I had to drive to New Orleans, I went up to the room. They didn't let me inside because COVID, it was still bad at the time. I just put my hand on the glass. They put a little, they opened the door a little bit. Sorry, hold on. They just, a crack in the door. So, I could, so I could speak to her, just through the crack. She smiled at me, put her hand up. She told me she loved me. So I love you too, Ma. Gave the nurse the stuff. I couldn't stay long, they said. So, I thought she was gonna shake it. They said she was doing better. She was doing good. So, I left there with high hopes, I left with high hopes, everything was gonna be good. I just went home. They said they were gonna call me, keep me updated. The next day, I went home that night, but it was the next day. Right before I went to bed, I got a call from, the hospital, and they told me she had a couple of strokes that they didn't catch until way later. She was basically brain dead, and they was asking for my permission to pull the plug. So fuck no. No, man, hell no, you ain't pulling the plug. Hell no, man, you better, make something shake. I just seen it the other day, in the case. So she basically said the only way she gonna live is on the machine, and it got like 24 hours to make a decision or something like that. So I got in the car. I rushed up there, called my brothers. They let me and my brothers go up to the window and see her, and that was it. So that's really what I do this for. I ain't gonna lie. That's like this rap. Like I'm not tripping about the views. I'm not tripping about being top 5 in no Tri Parish. I'm not tripping about none of that. I really do it for her. My family. Just you could beat the odds for anything. That's what it is.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Man, like you really lost both your parents.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I lost my daddy. I never met my daddy. I was on MySpace one time, and it was my stepbrother. I don't know him. It's just my daddy. My daddy married some lady, and that was her kid. Mm-hmm. And he had DM'd me on MySpace and was like, "I know your daddy." And I'm like, I don't even know my daddy. How you know you?
What the hell?
What the hell? I don't even know my daddy. And she said, your daddy named Willie Trapezno. And I'm like, that is the name. But I'm like, what? So I went to show my mama. I'm like, she's like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? So he's like, I'm gonna get him to call you. I'm not thinking nothing of him. Hours go by, never got no call. He had a Piggly Wiggly, I think at the time, or was it Frank's? Me and my mom and they're doing shopping. I get a call from an Opelousas number, and it was him. I gave the phone to my mom. My mom talked to him for about an hour, gave the phone to me. we were setting some shit up for me to go meet him. I was texting him, you know. I'm young, so you know I'm not even tripping about the time I missed with you.
Yeah.
You know that you never was here. Now I'm here, like we here now. You know, I want to get to know you. You know, I want a daddy in my life. You know what I'm saying? I grew up seeing everybody with fathers. I never had one, so you know I was just so excited to finally get to meet him and him actually be into my life. And you know, I was texting him one time. He just stopped texting back. And I said, oh, I guess he just gonna ghost again. And I told my mama, and she was like, you know, you got me. And I'm like, yeah, it's good. Whole time the reason he didn't text back, he had gotten a car wreck and hit 2 trees. He had to supposedly he had to learn how to talk and walk again, and he ended up dying. And we was all sitting down eating in the living room, and my mama got a call. The call was like 5-10 minutes, and me and my brother was sitting on the couch just talking. And when she got off the phone, she was like this. And me and my brother looking at her like, no, she said, she's like, oh, he's gonna be very upset. And then me and my brother looked at each other, and we looked at her, and then she got off the phone, and she was like this. And she grabbed a plate, put it on the floor, and she did this again. And she was like, I lost my appetite. And me and my brother like, what's wrong, mama? What's wrong? And she just like, she can't speak. And I put this on everything I love. If I'm lying, I'm dying. My brother said, Tyreek, what if she said your daddy died? I swear to God. He literally said that right next to me. And I look at him like this. I said, bro, come on, man, be for real. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, right out, she just looked at me and started crying. She's like, I'm so sorry, Tyreek. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she was like, your daddy died. So everything was in the works for me to finally go get to meet him. Yeah. And it just happened like that. You know, like I said, I never met him. I cried because I was so excited, and you know, I was finally getting some love, you know, from somebody other than my mama, you know, a parent. And I never had that feeling before, so it was finally coming. And like in my head, I'm like, bro, I'm finna have my dad in my life, like my father. Right. You know what I'm saying? My nanny had somebody, my uncle. He was a father figure, but he did some down bad ass shit. He in jail for life. You know what I'm saying? I can never forgive him for what he did. But that's a different story. But yeah. Damn.
What age you was when you lost your dad?
I want to say I was like 10, 11, something like that.
And how was it growing up after that happened?
I mean, like I said, I never really knew him. It still hurted, but about a week, you know, I was straight. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing like, you know, my mom's.
Yeah, for sure.
Me and my 2 brothers, we never had, none of us had our really, you know, our daddies in life. My little brother Elgin had his daddy in life for a little bit, but he wasn't doing fuck for him. You know what I mean? So when moms died, the whole family died. My mom was the only one. My grandma died and didn't even get this bad. You know what I mean? My grandma died a few months before my mama. Not even a year damn near.
No way.
Cancer. She passed away. The whole family was crying, but we were still together. I swear to God, my mama was the one. My mama was the glue. Was the mama of every family. She ain't to them, but she really mama. Like, you know, this side of the family beefing. They the only one. My mama's talking to every last one of them. Our family was the only one invited to everything. They doing separate Christmas party because they all beefing. We stopping at everybody's house. Can't nobody else in our family do that. You know, my mama was the butter to everything. So when she passed away, everybody just lost it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was just like, all right, well, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to do my own thing. And we just out here like, you know, and I ain't gonna say none of our family checked up on us, you know. My nanny Jeannie, she helped out a lot, you know what I'm saying? But over time, everybody just grew apart. And Nanny Julie was the only one that stayed calling my phone. And Lexus, her son, like her kids were the only ones to really reach out to me other than this rap shit and was like, are you good? Like, where is your head at? Fuck the rap. You know, you're doing good, I see you, but where's your head at? Are you okay? Do you need to come home? Do you need a home cooked meal? Do you need me to come to Nevada? You see what I'm saying? See, they want some time like that. Yeah. To where it's like, that's really helpful. That's really helping me. That's making me grind harder because I see y'all actually worried about it. Nigga, like, nah, I really want to give back to y'all. You see what I'm saying?
Heck yeah.
That's how it go.
And that's crazy, bro. You really got a story, huh?
Man, everybody got a story, you know? But this side here, I can't make this shit up.
It's crazy.
Can't make it up.
So tell me about being a rapper and the stuff that comes with being a rapper, like people looking at you as competition, people hating on you now, like all the negativity that come with it.
It definitely come with a lot of hate, a lot of negativity. Like I see the top 5 Tri Parish rappers, they don't include me in that shit. They don't include me in that. They got people that comment under, you know, and tag me, and I appreciate everybody that do that. Yeah. But they don't include me in the top 5, you know, Tri Parish list. And a lot of this Facebook shit, I don't react to none of that.
Right.
I be watching. Don't get me wrong, I see everything. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna hi. I'm not, cause you know that's just more mess. That's just more mess. They people live to go look who hi this, and then they'll make a whole post about you. Oh, why you hi at this one? Whoop, 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 whoop. I ain't got time for all that. So I'll just watch and, you know, I deal with the hate a certain way. You know what I'm saying? They hate on me, I keep elevating. Mm-hmm. They stay hating every time they look. I got something bigger up my sleeve. They hated on me. I went on tour with Fredo Bang. Ain't nobody else going on tour with Fredo Bang to try. Nobody going on tour, period. Nobody taking it serious, bro. And it ain't no hate. They got people in the try to rap their ass off. They're better rapping than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't grinding, you ain't putting that work in, you ain't taking this shit serious, you're not gonna go nowhere. You ain't paying. You gotta pay for quality. You gotta pay for promotion. It shit cost. It shit cost. If you want to do it for a hobby, cool. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But don't try and compare yourself to somebody that's really doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? That quit a job, quit myself, and just threw myself in the jungle and said, I'm gonna do this. This is what I'm doing, and that's what I did. So I don't even mind. I like the hate, cause like I said, every time they hate, I boss up even more. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna just say it straight like that. And can't nobody tell me different.
What's the worst thing you heard since being a rapper?
I ain't gonna lie, like somebody said I sold my soul.
No way.
I swear to God.
Come on, bro.
Somebody said I sold my soul. I sacrificed my mama.
Oh, I know they ain't say all that.
My cousin called me and said she heard the shit. Talking about I sacrificed my mama. I put her in a song. Niggas think I sacrificed my mama. You stupid. Come on, bro. I give up everything I ever, you know, just for a day. I give up everything I got going just for a day and be back broke tomorrow just to have one more day with my mama. Man, don't play with me, dog. Don't play with my, come on, man. I ain't never had no daddy, no nothing, like nothing, bro. Like my mama was my everything. I'm talking about from, you know, she going broke, making sure I got clothes on my, working 2 jobs. You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, don't disrespect me like that, bro. I never sell my soul, much less sacrifice my mama. Come on, that's just unbelievable. And I don't respond to a lot of stuff people say about me. I don't even much care to. But I made a big fat ass post about that. That ain't the one. Don't play with Isola. I got this shit tatted right here. You see her, you see this, you see me, you see her. Don't play with Isola.